Now I am so disappointed. Say, enipa at Accra ye be. Now they are doing politics here. Baby, I'm not going to be I say honey. And I want the whole world to know that after serving this constituency for 12 years, yeah, my constituency is about the first world. So if I don't have the right to be here, I am leaving. But I want the world to know now this is bad politics. As someone to young, politics. It's so disgraceful. It is so disgraceful. Time I'm here, MP no. Bibi to a mini and this for Kabum and ye. Ready on way. Nipa aka baby. A disaster say. Na ye pamo MPP ni. Why? In a disaster?
Yeah, who say only from a current MP in Namde.
There be Oba Hon or Bomyamani. Ready on way. National security for any police, no soldier. And they are sacking me like a goat. I want the world to know. This is very disgraceful. And so the whole of Ayawaso Central should know that this has been all my politics into me. I've done what I have to do. I was coming here. Now, but into me coffee. But Ghana, this is bad. It is very, very, very bad. And I'm pinning this on the Ghana police, of whom I've been an interior minister before. They have shown misconduct today. Very disrespectful, including somebody who claims to be a national security operations, a colonel. This is very disgraceful. I am sad. He sacked me like a goat. This is sad. It is not good for the democracy of this country. Me that one say.
What was any?
Mr. Babu, Otina say about what to me, you know. Otina, I know how by it to me, you know. To me, you know. I'm sorry. I'm almost started 12, not up on 6. 12 until I met a but no more who not in a bed almost so. Jesus, Mary, oh Jesus, Jesus.
Yes. Into rescue effort no course on idea. Yet, as a papa be so nebo. Not
so white. Not so white. Honorable. My daughter is dead. She's dead. My daughter is dead. Yes. My firstborn is gone. My firstborn is definitely gone. My firstborn. My firstborn.
Richard,
yes. The baby we announce the baby and we later who say ya rescue Accra Kitibi. Yes. Almost some of the neighbor near there and I human so. Now resident wa no e kasae e dan no kra no e den ne besi ho ne ye bia ye sen ene ade ti resident no.
Sembra ya juba. Saje ya kensi. So dan we omusi wie pe no mu se cement ni. You time omusi wie. akwala kete kura bo ti me school omu ti na obi anko school omu
obi anko wa ye school ya be try exams ah
that is what I can
so na try exams for
that is what I can yeah ben is that what Muslims at time start
that time me afa na panel ya ready to na na panel ya na ko wa ya ma en ko wa na ye school dan wa be bi asisi a on ga canteen
intana no mo mbubu engu
omu jaisi on ka wa say dada no mu bu na so omu jaisi obi anya fi wo ya try exams that class ya ma o na ya mbimu ya fathers na da be show na try exams na security man no so set up one dan esi wona nyande asira mu de si be won fi onu mu ana mu dia no mu yiye ni nya ana mu dia ni nya sakosho we nu di dada na o se
ni da chepa but me nim de ntia so mu finish say nko for ya sorry
school na ko hard le there sorry
yes that's the problem here so mu finish so mu ya sorry one that's the main problem because here no say kan ya sorry no mu ya at that time kadani bubu na obi eni there are people inside calling for water who fight you want to go inside omu yere do mu pensio they are suffocating before bread one inside I don't know your bomb pie say we just hope for the best the better say
where you five ebi muso mu na ya twa ebi muso mu san 5
obi mu so prepare di tiri
ya kan le ni ba ya nim say obi awu na obi
Sisa ya peja nyaman ya yi blocks ni ya muskata bibia asna be tell so bi ewa na so bi wu na so dipa 5 na ya brothers ni yi ya no ya na ya di ama ni mo hama na ya papa asia no ala ya yi nipa 5 for on mu de obi anwu ye ya rush mu aga ma ko na ya mo mu bia tampo mami bi se o ko sisi a obe wu sa akula seneti o si da si tu o yan so pa akula all right si yan ya mani so order ma kola no iti we ni omu ya de o se omu hwe we aka mu bua machine ya slaba pa omu be bua na hu de be ye
na ma hu se kana se abanhwe no bua
4 o'clock over 5 o'clock
fire service for mu bia akodi pa
6 o'clock
fire service about o mama bebedu enso nya dia besu o ejanso na ebo cutting machine no waja machine no adibe kika mi hu dia mo di ye aya se ye tutu fam ye wuram Mohammed ye yi ni ba waja ya san Hamas ya de na ya de chese ni ya ko so ni ye yi ni ba obra so ye ni bo hwe
Yes. So that's the resident. In the numero around almost 12 a.m. and a muntaka dress press with the official figures so far. TV.
That is meant for worship has turned into a very tragedy that is unforeseen and unfortunate. Let me say, I want to start by thanking God Almighty for all our lives and those that we've been able to rescue, and to especially thank the team here. We have the fire service. You can see the chief fire herself being here in a team. We sincerely thank her and her team for a wonderful work done. We have the police here. You have the regional commander. You have the operations at the national headquarters and their team. We want to sincerely thank them for the wonderful work that they've been doing since this thing started. We have the military here, the 48th Engineers Regiment. They are also here. We sincerely thank them for the promptness with which they came, because I had to call the Chief of Army Staff and they didn't drag their feet and they were prompt to come, and they've been working tirelessly since they came here. Then we have NADMO. The Director General of NADMO is also here with his team. And I want to thank them sincerely for all the work that they have done, the MCE for the place, the Member of Parliament for the place, and all of you who have shown so much concern and have been here. We want to extend the condolences of His Excellency and that of the government to the family and the church for the lost. So far, information that have been cross-checked, double-checked, visited all the hospitals just to be sure that we don't give any information that may be far away from the fact, as we all know. It is very difficult for you to be able to tell how many people were in there, but at least with the cross-check from the police, from the, I forgot the ambulance service. The ambulance service and their team, they've been here the whole night. I mean, and they've done a wonderful job. We are really very grateful. The media, yourself, and everybody that I may have forgotten to mention. We've gotten the fire service to do the count of what they were able to do. We've gotten police to do the account. We've gotten NADMO to do the account. We've gotten the ambulance service to do the account. And at least we've put all the information together. And what we can say is that there was a total of 23. Unfortunately, we've lost 3. The 3 that we've lost are a male and 2 females. We are not able to tell names for now. And thank God, 20 are alive in various hospitals. We have police hospital, the 37 military hospital, Mamobi, and a private facility where we have all these 20 people. Out of the 23, the total number of females among them are 14, and 15, with 8 being male. Out of this, we have minors that are 7, but those who have lost their life, there's no minor among the dead. All of them are adults, which is very unfortunate, but the rest are recouping very well. In fact, some of them were being discharged, but we insisted that, look, just make sure that nobody goes home and later have other challenges. So it's just too unfortunate. And you've seen what we've tried to do. We brought in the police canine dogs, and then we brought in the Narcotics Control Commission's canine dogs, and then the military. And we made sure that they went through one after the other, and to be sure that there's no resemblance of some other persons trapped in there. So for now, at least with what the dogs have done, with what the military have cross-checked, we can say with some maybe 90 to 95% certainty that we no longer have any other persons in. So meaning that largely, in terms of rescue, we may say the rescue is coming to an end, but they will have to continue with the collection of the debris. We are hoping that nothing should be found, just as the dogs and all the check has happened, so that we don't have further loss of lives or further injured persons in there. So I want to thank all of you for the good work that you've done, and to assure you that we'll continue to do the very best that we can. Obviously, this will call for a full-blown investigation. We are hearing pieces of information that the Municipal Assembly had already sent warning that this building should not be used. Only last week, I'm told. But unfortunately, they didn't even know that some people have come in today to worship. Maybe this is the right signal to all of us that when things like this are done, maybe we need to position officers to make sure that nobody goes in. But this is not the time for blame games. This is the time to see what do we do to keep ourselves together, because in the time of difficulty like this is not the time you have to apportion blame and divide the people. So I want to thank everybody, the area boys. They did so well before the rescue team came. They on their own managed to do a lot, and we appreciate what they have done. So I want to thank you, the media, too, for your coverage. I mean, you've stayed all this long, just up to this point. So I want to thank you sincerely and assure you that this is not at the end. This is just the beginning of many, many other things to happen. We need to investigate how did this happen, how can we prevent this thing from happening into the future. We need to collect all these debris and be able to get the school to run. So we do only thank God. I mean, I can't imagine that if this has happened on a Monday or some other day when the school, that could have been. So in all things, we need to thank God for what he has done for us. So I want to thank you sincerely for it.
Yes. So that is the Interior Minister. I was a not money I did national. So they will have further better particulars. Nipa 23, Emma 15, Memani 8, Oma every mona mine no nim. So there's a where you say Papano Abia, maybe a mudasho, mine no nim, a nipa 3 with 20 dear, Yamiad Moma Yom Efrim, na Sata Mana or Casan, no beer Shasas. No, we no na MC for the area, so Casayenti MC.
I'll stop all the churches within the schools, because when it comes to maintenance, yeah, they know and I don't know who grants them the access. School then say sorry. So and the American say the way advice sorry I'm schools na I so central and as I say I doing kind other municipalities they should desist from it because we are coming after them. We will not allow such thing because sebi building way say we are soft one consciously or say I drink catcher say this thing is not a building. I was say yeah sorry. Well, first of all, it's an uncompleted building. Secondly, it's a get fund project. And I near Tosuka and say a community selling Unkwala ever school Musuba Bea sorry Embwa, but human nature. Ukoya SEO Nipadasini. We saw say though we were not anticipating.